Okay. Yep. Okay. So we are live now, or close to the end here of game one in this best of three matchup. We have Beast Mode from Canada and Andrewsmile from the United States going head to head in the first of a best of three for a chance to get redemption through the Scavenging Cup or through the Scavenging bracket in this Emu Cup. Just looking first glance at this game, which I'm joining late because we had a little bit of an earlier start, and I apologize for that. I missed messages indicating they wanted to start a little earlier than initially planned, but we can see that both players are in a dead tie on score. Humorously, both of them have the same appeal and the same conservation, and they also look pretty closely matched on enclosures. We've got a 4 size and a small aquarium for beast mode here, and we also have a 4 size, and I'm trying to see if I can, I'll pull it up. On I'll pull it up on BGA if I can just try to get a look at Andrew's game on another screen here. We can see that he's actually got a couple of 2 sizes and a it looks like.
Can I interrupt you briefly?
Hey, yeah, please.
Can you put the game on the stream? Because we are seeing Discord.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
My bad. Give me 1 second here, guys. Thought I had that pulled up properly. Give it 1 second to see if this will update. I think it shouldn't be locked to this Discord screen, but we'll see here in a second.
It is still the Discord screen.
Yeah, I see that. It's kind of weird.
It's okay. We'll set it up for game 2 at least.
Yeah, no, I'll figure that out in the meantime. I haven't had this issue before, so just give me 1 second here.
Yeah, no worries. This is Dusi, by the way.
Hey,
Jumping
Dusi.
to help out with the screen.
Yeah, I'm just doing screen capture on my side, but it looks like it just needed to be restarted there. And we'll see if this updates in a moment. Okay, that looks like it's working now.
Yeah. And the game just ended.
Yeah. Did you actually catch what the end of the game was?
Nope. I was looking
Okay.
at the YouTube
I'll
screen.
double check here.
But I believe Andrew won by 2 points.
Oh wow, okay. Andrew with a photo finish there. Okay. Well, on into game 2. Ducey, you gonna co-cast with me? Or
I'll stay for a while.
okay, nice. Well, lovely to have you here. I'm pretty excited to see what happens here in game 2 after a really close game 1, it seems. Also, you know, pretty swift game, 30 turns. Both players, you know, not a lot. It looks like in endgames, a pretty similar cross. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Game two, we got Silver Lake, and we have, since we have asymmetric maps, presumably
Yeah, Andrew is on outdoor
he's
areas.
on. Okay. What do you have a preferred map between these two? Which way would you likely lean?
Both have their strengths and weaknesses, I'd say. But I think I'd prefer Silver Lake.
Really, you don't like the partner zoo on the ground? I guess it's kind of a one-time reward, or you prefer the determination?
I do prefer that determination. Especially in these high-level matches, it can be game decider, and the partners is just a partners, you know.
That's true. Can get some stuff rolling in
Better.
the early game though, you know.
I do. Just to finish my thought, it's better to have a better late game and strong late game and finish instead of an early partners. Okay, these are some very strong sponsors for this map.
Oh yeah. Excavation site. I love on this map. I like it in general. Although he's maybe not eyeing it. We'll see what he ends up doing here, beast mode, but I feel like could have a could he can he get 8 rep round one with this? Can't he can, right?
He
Force.
can, but the sponsor section is on strength 2 and we are second player, but we'll see what develops. He has to keep it. It's very, very, very decent on Silver Lake.
Yeah, I don't really see, I guess, anything else. I mean, maybe the Bush Baby you hold for a while as kind of having some upside with Africa as a base project, but it seems a little ambitious to pretend to hold on to that for most of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
This display also looking amazing. Well,
just with
I
the
like I like everything on this display.
yeah, what do you I mean I I think he just snaps up. Do you think he digs anything away? I guess okay, maybe concerned about interest. I don't know that I would snap a sponsor here, I guess, because I feel like we have two sponsors we want to play, but Expert on Africa, obviously a strong sponsor. Um, I was wondering maybe you try to, you know, you plan around building the petting zoo over the card draw just on the left side by that rock, and
Mm-hmm.
you get small animals. And if you do a card draw from the deck, maybe you're able to hit a second small animal. Was kind of what I was imagining.
We can still see that, although hand size should be a priority here.
Going Preds, I guess, for the Pred 2 line, but you know, you can always miss. Does hit, but my dreams of getting 8 rep in the first round are dead because we didn't
I
go
would
side
definitely
3
go
now.
hand size here. We do want to protect our hand.
You know, I'm maybe bizarre in this sense, but why are we starting on this side? What about the rep?
Okay, if we build bottom right and we play the excavation site. No, play the excavation site to play both sponsors.
Now that's kind of a clever excavation site idea.
Can we fit it now?
Um, you should be able to. I mean, you're just getting. I guess you get two marketing actions off of it. Um, I think maybe the concern is he doesn't have the money to then play the Wolverine.
Well, we are not playing uh, animals this round, I think.
Oh, because we're gonna
He's
see
thinking about
a
it.
break in.
Yeah, break into we can build play one sponsor and that's it.
Yeah, I don't
And
know that I would have.
that's where hand size comes at
Yeah,
play. Now we're drawing one more card and we'll play the excavation site to get all the rep. Ah, and only rep. I think he could have navigated this slightly better.
yeah, I definitely would have gone a slightly different route with this first round. Generally, I kind of don't enjoy hand size, but I think when you're getting your science icon elsewhere, it's less of an issue. There's been a couple times where I've gone hand size first, and I end up assuming later in the game that I have the one science icon needed for some animal, because I'm not used to playing without, science 2 rep or whatever, relatively early. And lo and behold, I do not.
Yeah. Back in the day, hand size was the way to go.
Big question
And
here about whether or
oof,
not you boost up I guess I think you could do a boost up here, and if he doesn't break, you just
play the expert.
yeah, play expert in Africa. So I
That
kind
makes
of
sense.
I kind of wish he'd done that because we don't exactly want to play excavation site anyway, right? Um, I mean, we could play it for 12 money, and we wouldn't be able to play foreign. So it's kind of like, what are we really doing with a sponsor's action on 5?
I think we'll see excavation site as a first move here,
You think just for 12 money?
or to rep.
Yeah, just it's the 8 money 2 rep is so much better. I actually wouldn't be surprised if he did expert for, whoa, never, okay. It's gonna, maybe he's got ideas about, I mean, I don't think he has a way to 8 rep this round now. So I'm not sure I don't know that getting a partner zoo for predator breeding makes a ton of
Yeah, it's way
sense.
too slow.
Yeah, I feel like just doing predators 2 this round and getting your first project is really important. Um, like especially because he doesn't really have lines to predators 4. Um,
Well, right now we don't have any lines for upgrades this round. We'll be
yeah,
stuck. If we even play excavation now, we don't have any playable animals. We don't have. Yeah, and it seems to be a fast round as well. Do
yeah.
we break here?
I mean, honestly, don't hate it now that we've gone this direction. Um,
But we don't have hand size. And we're stuck.
Beast, Beast Mode offering his own take on his performance there. I think every line has its merits and demerits, and it's sort of unclear uh, whether stuff will pan out. I think also easy for us to, I think, sort of guess here about what makes the most sense. You never know.
Yeah, no, I think Beast Mode is aware that he butchered his hand in many ways.
Yeah, I think
We don't we don't have a project, we don't have an upgrade, we don't have animals to play, we don't have enclosures, we don't have income, and it's
yeah,
2 rounds done almost.
kind of a. I mean, it was an opening hand that really would have benefited from a long round one, which he wasn't really permitted, and the sponsor's action starting at 2 strength, as you pointed out, was bad. But hold on, bailed out by the deck. What do we do? We think this? Do we think this puts him back on the map, or not quite?
Um,
No, even we're gonna get Preds 4, 7 point
yeah, now at least we
bingo.
have two projects to go for. Things are looking better than they used to, but we still have to discard one of these. Or we don't. Okay, we don't.
Yeah, I think we go. I think we just get. I think we pouch expert on Africa. Honestly, do you think that's crazy or
I do. You
really?
should never pouch
You should never pouch. Why?
expert on Africa in this spot.
I don't know. I like points. You know, points on the board, and like the pouching ability is generally pretty good. Uh,
It is very good, but in this particular situation, I would not pouch it.
oh yeah, he's doing it. I think he's a genius play. That's a heads up play right there. Although now I think we're stuck doing cards 3 into break, which is unfortunate, but action order just didn't line up too well. Although there's an argument, you know, if you just start doing conference, like guaranteed 3 points. What do you think? No, never mind. All right, never.
I wouldn't pouch expert in Africa there. Okay, and Andrew, let's focus on Andrew. He did a release.
Oh yeah, I'll slide
That
over
small reptile,
on the
and he hasn't played another animal since. He
yeah, he's
picked
just
up a uni
he's been
with his 2
chilling.
upgrades.
He's got an underwater tunnel. He's got diversity, so he's deceptively close to getting that partner zoo. Since he can just build right over the rock
Mhm.
to do it. Unfortunately, since we're watching from Beast Mode's perspective, we don't have a view on Andrews directly via this stream. Golden Eagle coming down. Oh, he undoes it. What do you think? What do you think about Golden Eagle at this stage? A little premature, or just that's what he's got?
Well, he revealed the Koari as well.
And he's, I guess, using the Golden Eagle to just break. I'm not really sure if this accomplishes a ton, but we do, you know, now we can have a predator breeding program into 2 size, followed up by oh, never mind. Okay, he didn't quite break. Just being a little cheeky that
Yeah,
way.
he didn't.
Decides to trade the X token for money. I guess we're not the richest, so that's reasonable. Though I don't know if it makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, it does. We can build an aquarium to play the octopus.
Oh yeah, the money works out pretty much perfectly there. Large animals coming down, thanks to that golden eagle, helping Andrew win the partner zoo race. And here, you know, he's got an upgrade income advantage. He's going to get his second partner zoo right away. He takes Asia and Africa. We do have predator breeding program coming out, and so I think we'll have a bit of a rep lead for a bit. But otherwise, not a lot working in our favor. I think pretty important that we get a second association action this round to at least sort of even out on upgrades and make use of kind of the one advantage we have.
Agreed.
So, you know, I think that would potentially that would improve our situation. I think he's thinking about making sure when we'll see if he builds the aquarium that we suspect he might. But maybe just thinking about putting it next to rock. And there's still this species 5 race which we could win.
Yeah, I don't think either of them are racing. I mean, Andrew, we know about his Koare, So he's somewhat closer. Considering our next project will be Preds 4, I think Andrew is going to win the species race.
It's probable, but he's sitting on one animal. He does have a couple of small enclosures, so
Yeah, and an aquarium too.
oh right, the underwater tunnel they're doing some work. And here comes the marking. Oh, and yeah, he just zips up right to 4 species with the Kawadi, as you pointed out. Um, he went the Beast Mode goes the route of building the aquarium. That'll let him get a Venom off here, but do you ever think maybe it makes some sense to get a Clever in to boost up a Sos a little bit, or and build a 2 size for the Dusky Leaf, or do you think since you're getting free 2 sizes, might as well use the build action for an aquarium, which you won't get as income?
What do we get if we clever here?
I mean, I think
Uni?
yeah, the main advantage is you can get your uni instead of a partner zoo reward here. But I suppose either way, you can get an upgrade, so it's a little bit it matters less. I think the main reason is both of the most desirable partner zoos are unavailable right now, so we're going to be kind of locked into taking, you know, I guess here I guess I would take Americas for like Galapagos plus Amazon house upside or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, out of these three, America makes the most sense.
He's hovering over sponsors like he might just break, which I know that's tempting to try to focus on the Africa project, but I'm not really sure if that's the right call. You could make a case for even taking Australia here just to enable the sea lion in the display. It's not a great payoff large animal, but it's like pretty efficient money wise, I suppose, and we're not the richest.
Yeah, but if we don't grip our partner zoo right now, when are we gripping it?
Yeah, and I don't really. I kind of think after you pouch extra on Africa, I think you just kind of give up on the like. I think you shouldn't really playing your game around again, or like later. You shouldn't switch back to try to plan your game around getting Africa icons by waiting for the right partner zoo. Um, uh, okay, just I guess gonna focus on. Okay, he's gonna snap up the alligator eyeing the sea cave. Thing is, he doesn't really have a way to draw it up, and I imagine that we'll just see the sea cave get denied by Andrew taking snapping as a reward. Um, Although I guess Andrew will need to play at least one more animal in order to get to 5, or sponsor in order to get to 5 species here. So,
And if he doesn't, we have it in 3 moves.
oh yeah,
If we have the money, we don't have the money, right? We don't.
oh, for both the dusky leaf and the alligator, yeah, no way. I'm trying to think if there's. I mean, I do think we're gonna get priority on the sea cave. Um, okay, and Andrew getting his last tag by marketing a baboon rock using the upgraded marketing sponsors action. Very clearly not afraid of the break here, and that there's a big incentive, and he's able to cover a card draw spot with it. So Sea Cave is now gone. Interestingly, still decides to spend an X here. would you maybe just be tempted to first play something like Expert on Asia from range, or instead of sort of rushing into Preds 4 here?
I think I'll do what B4astmode did in this situation. It's a very important bird. We got the Joker tile. Maybe we can at least try and fight for 5 Africa. There is a Mamba on display as well.
Andrew snaps up Komodo Dragon here, which is kind of odd. Only one Asia tag played between the two players. I think, maybe the
Well, it's not odd considering he picked up the Reptile release project.
oh yeah, of course. Um, I would have assumed that was purely a deny, though. You don't think?
Okay, we don't want more money. Are we really playing the alligator?
I
Yeah,
maybe.
just break.
Yeah, just goes break and trades the X token for 5 money here. Um,
There we go.
which won't even put us at a money advantage, but something.
Would
I
you
guess.
snap cheetah here or go with the zebra or
Uh,
zebra?
I see the argument for zebra. I actually was kind of eyeing the Mamba because if we're planning to play the alligator, which then kind of denies the sea cave for our opponent, that with the flamingo would enable the Mamba, but it's kind of a lot of effort for a so-so animal. But it looks like these breaks are kind of working out pretty well for uh, Andrewsmile's game plan here, and now he's really run away with it. Still, still obviously a good amount of game to go, so I think Beast Mode might have routes back in here, but he's going to need a little bit of
Yeah.
help from the deck.
We should have built a 5 size here to keep the cheetah threat.
Yeah, I think since we're certainly not starved for cash right now, so I think
And considering we'll grab Africa right now and then we can just play it from range.
yeah, that might give him some of the help from deck he needs. Yeah, there's also, I mean, there's an argument, but I'm not looking at what he has right now. I just feel like it's not going to be enough. Although, you know, putting out the release for the alligator is pretty nice. Um, gives even more reason to have built the 5 size so you could put the cheetah back into it, or just anything really. 4 size next to double water generally, you can put something pretty good in there, but we've already seen the Sumatran tiger out of Andrewsmile, so has kind of like less upside as an enclosure. Um,
Yeah, now we can at least release the alligator, but if we built a 5 size, it would be much better.
yeah,
We could have
I don't think we're going to be releasing it before the break happens here because Andrew is taking 3x tokens and um, I think I would imagine is going to be ending in. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna. It's not gonna be like ending in 2 or something after the break, but he's going pretty quickly. Might be a
Yeah,
good
he showed
time
us he
to.
has another project and a couple more points. That'll be it.
Interesting. He's not looking to clever here. Um, I guess we're not in a particular rush to get stuff down. He's looking at the cheetah. I might take the eagle owl, just because we have the partner zoo, and I might have taken the eagle owl, and then that way it kind of makes sense to clever down cards, since we'll have a cards action and an animals action coming up. Maybe there's some sort of way that it could bail us out. Sun Bear, not great to see, since Andrew has Asia Partner Zoo and we don't.
Yeah, do you ever see a way out of this for beast mode?
Um,
Or we should call it?
I think it's pretty hopeless, unfortunately, at this point. Like I don't think we're totally devoid of good. We've got a decent release project coming up. The issue is we would need it. We really need to draw into something that would kind of complement that new enclosure space opening up, and I don't know what that would be. And I mean, America's release is kind of redundant with the Sea Cave, unfortunately. Aquatic is, I think, not really that helpful. We can always do species diversity for 2. And not a particularly helpful draw here either. Yeah, I don't really, no sponsors to market. Not really anything exciting to point to. The Savannah is okay for us. If that were to come down, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I think here, I guess we maybe play the Dusky Leaf to clever build out of the way. And then we can play the Rhea from late range with that. Or just build. I guess we,
Andrew is going for uni, which I also don't agree with his particular situation with 65, 68 points. I mean, maybe he has a plan of finishing this game. Maybe he has the big monkey,
I
the big
guess, yeah,
nose.
he could have just done Preds 2 there, right?
Yeah, he tried to snap Savannah, but changed his mind, and maybe he has calculated an end here.
It looks like he's going. I mean, he's got this Raccoon Sun Bear combo here coming up. Um, just has a bird breeding program as a project, which is not a tremendously powerful project, but he does have Last Worker with it. And now he's 11 points off finishing. I guess we do our release now, and then we're looking at, we can get to 4 Africa.
Yeah, with no end games, it's close to 0 for beast mode.
Hold on, 10 money. Gonna be able to cross the finish line now. No, we're gonna have to see. Oh, sunbathing off of the lemur is probably gonna enable enough to cross. Oh, and he's got the Baboon Rock for an extra couple of appeal on top. Not that he needed it. That will be enough. Beast Mode, gonna draw from the deck. It's a Greater Flamingo, which is, I suppose, slightly better to put in that 4 size that just opened up. But unfortunately not going to be anywhere near enough. I think kind of got thrown off his game by the early break and having to discard a lot of these powerful these powerful sponsors he had in his opening hand, and then didn't really find a particularly efficient game plan, I think, after that.
Yep. The game plan was nowhere to be found from the beginning of this game.
Yeah. Zebra is correct over the Flamingo, since you get that 11 rep conservation point. But unlike game one, the one that was very close, this one was not. I'm sorry, this is the one we ended up viewing here. In Beast Mode's defense, Andrew here had a pretty rapid 24 turn victory. Just banged him out one by one after another here. I do think the breaks from Beast Mode earlier sort of helped. But that's that game. Let me see. Just close this. Go back to the bracket here. So
Do we have one more game? What's the score?
it's 2-0. So it's a best of 3. So I believe that is going to do it.
Yep. Andrew is true.
So Andrew will be through. You should be able to see the bracket on the stream now. His opponent will be Rondelay and Hura, who fell in the previous part of the bracket to in the second round to Scalding in a 3-1. Andrew having fallen to Dugong Enjoyer in the first round, 3-1. Should be an interesting matchup. Do you have thoughts about who might be favored there, or how you see the rest
I
of
like both those players. Anyone can win it. It really will come
nice.
down to the day.
By the way, did you see Nicholas has made it all the way to the, I guess, semifinal of the perception bracket?
No, I missed that.
It's a pretty interesting series. You take some interesting lines. Stream that a little bit earlier. Worth checking out. I don't think we have Andrew here with us to chat, but thank you for joining in for a second quick stream of the day, everyone. As always, appreciate you tuning in. Sorry about some of the visual issues at the beginning, and sorry that we missed the first game here. They started a little earlier than was initially scheduled. So, do you see any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, no. Cheers, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.